Morning everybody. I'm in the van, parked at Morrison's, not too far away from the hospital. Can't get in the car park in the hospital. I've had to drop Pat at the hospital and come over here to park up and wait to hear from her. Oh, I really wanted to be there, but where do you park a motorhome in Leeds at St James's Hospital? It's hopeless. So I'm just sat in the car park at Morrison's waiting there. See how she gets on. Okay, see you later. This is what I've been buying for Pat for her diet. Coconut cooking oil. I've got some dark chocolate, which is cocoa, 54% cocoa solids. I know it's not as high as ground cumin, ground nutmeg and ground ginger. So that's what I bought today while I'm waiting for Pat for her diet. Okay, see you later. Pat's back. She's had a procedure and no ill effects. You're okay, aren't you, darling?
I am, yeah.
And now she's doing a thing with Ernie now. She's been back 10 minutes and she's at it.
Look, this is our Ernie. He's lovely, isn't he? He's having a bath. I'm going to give him some strawberries.
She's
going to give Ernie some strawberries, aren't we? Hey? Who's a lovely boy? You are, aren't you? Hey? Yes.
okay.
Thank you for all your well wishes. I'm feeling a bit better after getting that over and done with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. See you later.
Right. Right. That's that job over and done with. So we'll wait, I don't know, 10 days maybe. Find out if there's anything to try and explain why Pat is losing all this weight. She's down to 6'6" now. Anyway, we're going to go back to her story because I'm not out in the van. Won't be out this week because I've got my injection on Thursday. Right, so yeah, when I went all balmy, Melvin invited me to his 40th birthday party, but I won't go. And Mick, I won't see Mick anymore either. But it just shows you what a friend Mick is. Because for 19 years, Mick kept in touch with Tracy, asking about me and wanting to know if I was still, you know. And eventually, when I escaped and went on the run, I went to Mick's birthday party some years ago now. And he says, don't do that again. Do not go and disappear on me again. Yeah, true friend, Mick. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, as you've seen from a picture, which I'll put on here now, I think, Pat and I moved pianos on our own. We had our technique, our own way of doing it. And one day I was tuning a piano in someone's house, and someone a few doors down came and said, could he speak to me? And he came in and he said, I understand you move pianos. And I says, yeah. He says, well, I've got a piano that I'm selling to somebody, but I can't get it out of the house. I've tried. A few of us have tried to get it out and we can't. Can you come and have a look and see if you could get it out? So when I'd finished tuning this chap's piano, I went round and I had a look. And I says, yeah, I can get it out. So we arranged a day, and Pat and I went with our tower van, and we walked into his house, and there were all these people in there, all in this room, all sat round. Strange, I thought. Anyway, we went through to the back room where it was, and I had to put it on its side on bogey, and I had to do it in a certain way because of which way the doors were facing. There's a way of doing it. It'll only go out one way. And anyway, me and Pat got the piano out of the house without any problem at all. Got it into the tow van and I saw all these people leaving the house. And I said to Pat, that's funny. I don't know what's been going on there. Anyway, the chap come, paid us of course, and he said, I said, what, you had an house full there? He said, yes. He says, they all took bets that you couldn't get it out. And they all come round to see. I thought that were funny. What were another story? Oh, yeah. I tuned a piano for an old lady once, and I got quite friendly with her, and she actually came and stayed with us a few times, stayed for a weekend, and a daughter lived, I don't know whether it was Cambridge or Oxford or somewhere down there, and her husband had died, and it was her husband who played the piano, and she wanted to give the piano to her daughter, and she asked us if we'd move it down to her daughter's in Oxford or wherever it was. And I said, yeah, I would, and it was quite a meaty piano, big full iron frame, overstrung, a right beefy job. Anyway, Joy, this lady in question, came with us, like, and we had a little van at that time. Vauxhall Astra, I think it was. I had it all sign written. Very pretty thing. And I don't know, this route we took, we went, I think we went via near Whipsnade. And I know we were going up a very steep hill. And we got more or less to top, and there was this large area on the right where you could park, and a lot of people parked there to watch gliders taking off and hovering and stuff. So I said, oh, this is a nice place to have us lunch. We'd taken sandwiches, so I pulled round in an arc so that I was facing out ready to set off when we'd had us lunch. When I got out at car to go into back at van to get us sandwiches, I noticed a puncture on the back tyre. So I said to Pat, you deal with lunch and I'll get this wheel off, put spare wheel on. Well, of course, I couldn't jack it up with the trailer attached to the van. So I pulled the handbrake on the trailer and wound the thing up, the wheel up, to lift it up off the tow ball. And the minute it cleared the tow ball, it rolled back. Well, I got on the tow ball and I was pulling on it and I was shoving handbrake. It was fully on with handbrake and it was going. And it was dragging me down this gravel and it got faster and faster. And we got right on, it was a massive drop, just a sheer ravine it was heading for. We got right to edge and I just let go, waiting for this trailer to just go hurtling over the edge of this ravine with this piano in it. And I let go and waited, and then it just come to a stop. What? I gingerly walked round to the back, and there were a blooming great iron bar stuck into the ground, and it had come up against this iron bar and stopped. Oh my, I backed the van up and re-hitched it back up again and pulled it. I was shaking. I mean, it wasn't as near to just destroying the trailer and the piano as I could. Oh, the thought of it. Absolutely incredible thing that happened there. Yeah. Any other stories? Yeah. One day a lady rang me. She said she'd been to auction and bought a piano. And she worked for a fire service, did this lady, funnily enough. And she bought this piano and she asked me to come and have a look at it and if it were all right, tune it. So I went and had a look, and yeah, it was okay. I said, yeah, she only paid a £5 for it, this piano. Then you done all right there. I mean, it were only a straight strum, but it were all right at tune. You get a tune out of it. So I tuned it, made a few adjustments here and there, and I thought I'd just check the bottom. There's a bottom board, and a lot of people don't know about it, underneath the piano, where the pedal mechanism is. So I was checking the pedal mechanism. I took the board off, and there was a carrier bag in the bottom. So I fished this carrier bag out, and inside this carrier bag were a big brown envelope. Open. I pulled the envelope out, and they were just full of £10 notes. And I handed it to this lady, and I said, look what I found in your piano. She couldn't believe it, and she counted it all up, and there were £1,000 in £10 notes. This piano must have been in an house clearance, or somebody had died and they got rid of it, the house clearance people. They'd never thought to look in that bottom there. Anyway, this lady, she said, well, that's brilliant. I was saving up to buy a car. Now that'll come in handy. And she gave me £100 for being honest. And I got home, told Pat's story, and I gave Pat £50 and kept £50. And that weekend we'd done our usual trip up to my mum's. And we took my mum out, and we went into a shop, a Marks and Spencer's, and Pat bought a few things with this money that I'd given her. And when she got to checkout, they wouldn't take it. They said it was too old. It wasn't legal tender. She were really embarrassed. She had to put all this stuff back on the peg. And funnily enough, mine were all right. So I took Pat's to bank and got it changed. They took it in and changed it for properly legal tender. And that's just a few funny piano stories for you. All right, see you later. Ta-da.